Hi, and welcome back to the Crafting Corner. It's me again. I'm Valerie Graham, and I'm here to show you a new craft. And this time it's going to be for jewelry. We're going to be making a necklace, a bracelet, and your earrings are already pre-made. The whole point of this is that so that you don't have to use any tools. I already made the earrings. You're going to be making the bracelet and the necklace. Okay, here is another design that I made. This one is in what color would this be? I think this is more like it's not a sea foam, it's a blue, a pale blue with crystals and metallic beads. Now this is the bracelet. It comes with a bracelet, a necklace, and the earrings are on top. I put it up here because I lost my pin down here to put the bracelet so I could display the bracelet. But that's pretty much what you're going to have when you're done. Each kit contains materials for all three pieces. Now, in each of your kits, this is what you're going to find. You should find a picture, a sample picture of what a pattern, that you could use for the beads you have in your kit. Okay? This small package has the beads for a bracelet. These are all of your beads for your necklace. And then you also have in here your earrings, okay? This is a nice summer, spring color, okay? So we're gonna get started with designing our our bracelet. Whenever you're doing three pieces like this, you wanna do your bracelet first because you wanna be assured that you have enough beads for your bracelet. So we're going to put the necklace aside for a minute. Here's the picture. Okay, and again, you want to use a towel so that your beads don't roll away. If you don't have a bead board, if you like making jewelry, it's a good idea to get your own bead board because it helps you with the measuring. It also helps when you're creating your display. So I'm going to show you how to use this bead board for this project, okay? So these are all the beads for my bracelet, all right? And I'm going to line these beads up on the innermost level of the bead board. I always use the outermost when I'm doing necklaces. And then there's a third one, like if you wanted to do a 2 or 3 strand necklace, but we're only going to do single strand. So let's see. Now, if I look at the pattern here that I have here, it has, it starts off with white, pink, and then silver. So let's do that. White, pink, and silver. So that's what my, oh wait, we have a clear one here too. White, pink, silver, and clear. White, pink, silver, and clear. It looks like this clear was added because I don't even see that in the picture. I don't see it on the bracelet. But anyway, it's white, pink, silver, and clear. White, pink, silver, and clear. White, pink, silver, and clear. Now this is a pretty large bracelet, okay? Now if you look at the numbers, if you read your bead board correctly, you start at 0 right here. Okay, and you want to when you start your pattern, you want to make sure that the bead on this end and the bead on this end are both different, okay? All right, so that's for my bracelet. I'm going to go ahead and put the beads on Let me put the earrings here. Here's my cording for my bracelet. I'm going to go ahead and put the beads on for my, create the pattern for my necklace as well. Using the same pattern, white, pink, silver, and clear. And I'm going to work this all the way around. White, pink, silver, clear. Here's my cording. White, pink, silver, clear, white, pink, silver, and clear. White, pink, silver, and clear. White, pink. Okay, so all I'm doing is just repeating the pattern all the way around. Now, if you want, you can create any pattern you want. You don't have to use the pattern that I did. Maybe you want to put all the white beads together, all the pink beads together, all the silver together, all the clear. It's up to you. It's your necklace and bracelet set. You put it together how you want. It's a good idea to create the pattern either on the board or on the towel so that you have an idea what it's going to look like. You don't want to start stringing beads on and find that you've gotten half the beads on and you don't like the pattern. So always create a pattern first. Then see if you like it. And then string it on. White, pink, silver, and clear. Now, of course, for this necklace, what I did was I gave you extra beads on all the packages. Actually, you got extra beads, and the purpose was so that if you wanted to make it longer or shorter, put it over here. Okay, the necklaces they are approximately anywhere from 20 inches to 24 inches long. So you can make yours as long as you want. I think the one I have on is a 22-inch necklace. So again, like I said, okay, and then I have a couple of crystals beads left. Now, just like with the bracelet, you want to make sure on the necklace that you two have a different bead on each side, because when you tie the cording together, you want to have a fluid pattern. You don't want to, you'll be able to see where you connected, and that's what you don't want. You want to try to create a pattern that is continuous. Okay? All right, so we're going to start with the bracelet first. And what I like to use when I'm making a bracelet, I don't know if you have these little binder clips, okay? I always put one at the end of my cording, so as I'm stringing, my beads won't fall off, okay? Now, if you don't have a binder clip, you can always just tie a bead on the end, okay? All right. So I'm going to start stringing on the beads. And also, sometimes you'll find that your bead, the hole on your bead, it might be clogged up. It might be something like for this one. Okay, no, it finally went through. But sometimes you'll find that you need to clean out the hole of the bead. If that's the case, what you want to do is this. Try working from the other end. If that doesn't work, then you should have a toothpick in your kit, okay? I use a bead reamer, okay? These are little tools that you use when making jewelry. There's other tools, and I'll show you that in a little bit, but For the purpose of our projects today, I wanted to try to show you a way to do it without using tools, okay? So in which case you can use a toothpick to also clear out your hole. Just push it in and just turn it a little bit, okay? You may have to go from both sides. Uh-oh. My toothpick broke inside, so be careful you don't break your toothpick inside. Okay, and there. Now it went through. So sometimes it's just a matter of sticking a toothpick, maybe even a pin, just to clear out whatever's inside the hole so that you can string your bead. Oh, goodness. Okay, the silver beads, they have having a little trouble with these silver beads. Okay. Okay, there we go. Silver. Of course, unlike pony beads, the holes on these beads are a little bit smaller, or a lot smaller actually, than the holes that you would find on a pony bead. Okay, try, if you can't get through one side, go to the other side, see if you can get in that way. All right, now I'm going to measure this because my wrist is not that big. Make sure you keep it tight. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be a good fit for me. So I'm going to take this off. And now I'm going to tie these ends together. And notice that I have a different bead. It just so happens that I was able to maintain my pattern using the beads that I have here on the board. I still have 4 beads left over that I could potentially put on the end of the necklace. Okay. So let's tie this together, and we're going to tie it together using a square knot. Left over right, then under. Right over left, then under, and pull. Nice and tight. Okay? That's one time, and we're going to do it twice. Left over right, then under. Pull it tight. Then right over left, then under. Wait a minute. Right over left, then under, and pull it nice and tight. Okay? And I always use a little glue on the end of each knot. Use your toothpick to spread the glue so that you get a nice coating on your knot. Then cut it. And cut the cording. Now, it just so happened that the clear bead that I'm using, the hole is a little large. So what you can do is you can pull that knot right through that bead to hide it. And there you have it. A nice fluid, nice continuous bracelet. No breaks in the pattern, and unless somebody's like this, they can't really see where you started or ended. Looks really nice, right? All right, let's finish up. Let's do we're going to put this to the side, let it dry. And again, using my trusty clip here. You might even have, like those, the bag clips for like your popcorn or whatever. You might even be able to get away with using a clip like that. All right, now I'm going to turn the board so that makes it easier for me to string these beads on. Okay, and you just follow your pattern. Now this necklace is going to be about a 24-inch necklace if I string all the beads. And it may be even larger if I use these last 4 beads that are here on the board. But it's up to you. It depends on, how you're going to wear your necklace. That'll determine how long you want it to be. Okay. It's a really pretty color. I also have an assortment of colors. I don't know if you can see the colors here. I have some like tiger print here, a zebra print. I have red, white, and blue. I have pearls. There's black and whites, green, turquoise, gray. There's a beigey color one here, red. Lots of nice colors to make your necklace. And always remember, you have to call in or register on Community Pass in order to get your kit. If you're not able to get a kit, the local craft store have all of these supplies. I have to say, some things I do order online, but for the most part, I think you should be able to find a lot of these beads, the beadboard, the cording, the tools. You can find them all in the local craft store. Again, I'm going to use my bead reamer this time because, in the essence of time, so I can get this done. Notice how when I use the bead reamer, it makes it a lot easier to open up that hole. But again, a toothpick works just fine. It just might take you a little time to get it really cleared out. The bead reamer has some sanding on it. Some metallic sanding material that allows you to, that takes away, as soon as you push it inside, it removes whatever the blockage is. Now we're almost done here. Again, it's always the metallic bead that tends to get blocked. There we go. But again, use your toothpick if you don't have a bead reamer. And remember, I was telling you I have some other tools here that I wanted to introduce to you so that we could potentially do some more challenging crafts by adding clasp and things. These are some of the tools. I don't know if you can see that. These are some of the tools, other tools that I use. These actually come in a complete kit. Okay, it comes with a ruler. This is a crimper. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to use those in just a minute. But for the purpose of this project, you don't need to use tools. Okay, I think I'm going to stay with the number of beads that I have here because I'm almost out of cording. And I think this is like a 30-inch cording. I cut the cords to be like 30 inches. So you'd have enough room to tie it off at the end. Okay. All right, so here is the completed necklace. All right. So now I'm gonna wrap this around my neck to see just where it falls. Okay. So it falls about 22 inches, I guess. Okay. So that's good for me. If I add a little more, it's gonna make it a little bit longer. Let's see. I want to make it longer. No. I'm going to leave it just the way it is, okay? And now that I have all my beads on, now you know what? One thing I forgot to tell you, that you know, if you're following the pattern on the board, make sure that your beads don't get knocked around and you find that your pattern is not right, okay? Just so happens I did the pattern correctly because I followed the bead board. But there have been times when I found that I put all these beads on, got to this point and discovered that my pattern got messed up in here. So you want to check as you go, as you're stringing your beads. Make sure you check your pattern as you go so you don't have to pull all of them off and start again. All right, let's tie this off. I'm going to take the clip off. And again, we're going to tie a square knot. Left over right, then under. Right over left, then under. That's how I learned in Girl Scouts, how to tie a square knot. Left over right, then under. Pull it tight. Right over left, then under. Pull it nice and tight. Nice and tight. Left over right, then under. Pull it tight. Right over left, then under. Pull it tight. Okay? And you see where I ended my bead, right? Where I ended where I tied it together. I tied it near a bead that had a large hole in it. You might want to consider doing that so that at the end, after you secure your knots, add your glue, and cut the excess off, you can hide the knot inside of your bead. But it needs to be a large bead. Like the white bead, it won't go through the white bead, but it will go through this large crystal bead. Okay, so consider that when you're making your jewelry, that you want to try to hide those knots inside one of your larger beads, if you have a larger bead. Some of them you might not have a larger bead. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the knot. Use my Q-tip toothpick to spread the glue around, and then I'm going to cut it. Cut the excess cording off. Okay, there we go. All right, and with glue, I always just rub it till it beads up. With glue, it's an easy cleanup because it'll bead up. If you rub it together, it'll bead up and it comes right off. All right, so as I was saying about the larger bead, because I have that large bead there, I can pull my cording so that the knot of from this necklace, the knot that I just made to secure it, will go through the larger whole bead. And that's this clear one. There we go. Okay, and there we go. So now let's take this one off so you can see how it looks. I don't want to mess up my outfit with the black. Okay, there's the necklace, the bracelet, and then the earrings for this one. And look how nice that came out. This will go a nice pink or even a black outfit if you want to just give it a pop of color. But I think that looks really great. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Oh, before you go, I wanted to show you about these tools, okay? So as I was saying with the tools, all right, there are, in this kit that I purchased, it came with 5 different types of tools. You always want to have a pair of scissors, okay? This one is a needle nose, a bent nose plier that you can use in your kit. This is a wire cutter, small wire cutter, because sometimes you work with different wires. This is for you to round your wires. You know, when you're making earrings, if you use the long post, you want to take this tool to round the wire so that you can create a little hook like on this earring, okay? This is just a straight nose plier, all right? And this is a flat nose plier, okay? If you could see that it's flat. All right, it also comes with a measuring tool, so you can measure your beads with this. The beads will go right inside here like this. You can measure beads. Let's see. I think you can measure. No, I think it's really meant for measuring beads. All right. Then there's also the bead reamer. Well, the bead reamer didn't come with the kit. I bought this separately because it came with several other bead reamers. This one was for a larger hole, and this one is for another large hole, and then this bead reamer, I think it was 4 of them actually. I don't see the other one. Okay. But I always try to also have a pair of tweezers in my jewelry kit. This is a crimper for crimping beads. When you're making your necklaces on the end, there is a crimp bead so that you can secure your clasp onto the wire that you use. Okay, and I always try to keep a pencil, glue, all that kind of stuff. But if you're interested in doing making jewelry, it's a good idea to get your own tools so that you have everything you need to make your jewelry. Okay, so that concludes our class today. I hope you all enjoyed today's session, and I hope that you'll make your own jewelry. You know, remember to call in or go on Community Pass to register for a kit. You can call the City Recreation Department at 908-474-8600 to also register for your kit. And, but register early, try to register early. This class will be coming out for the month of April. Okay, and I think that's it. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Crafting Corner. Bye.